Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a new video. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about a concept that's going to make your journey to reaching your goal easier. And this concept, anybody needs to understand. Anybody that is on the way towards leveling up, reaching goals, and creating a stronger version of himself needs to understand. Okay, and this is not something that is talked too often, but I think it's a lesson that every young man needs to understand, and I've understood through my experience. Okay, if you don't know me, my name is Mo. I'm an immigrant. I came from Morocco to South Spain, looking for a better life. I've been through the ups and downs of trying to open a business of your own. I've been through university, been through the system, been through many jobs, and today, thank God, I created a life on my own terms. And what I do today is I help people create a stronger version of themselves, mentally and physically. I help people create a mental software that is unbreakable, unshakable, so they can go and reach their goals, create fulfillment and happiness for themselves. I also help other people create their coaching business, as I did for myself. I started coaching martial arts, fighting, and then slowly my coaching expanded to other areas like fitness, relationships, mindset, discipline, quitting vices, and gaining better confidence. Okay, so today this concept I'm gonna talk about is inspired by the recent events of the UFC, and I was watching one of the guys that I like to listen to and to watch. When it comes to athletes, is Ilia Topuria. And excuse me, here I'm eating. There's I don't have much much time. I'm a bit running out of time, so I have to do this video while I'm eating this little shrimp sandwich, Swedish shrimp sandwich. Okay, so Ilia Topuria yesterday before the fight, he posted something, and his mindset like is top notch. Like, and he's a guy with a great career, great mindset. He looks like a good guy. I see him talk in a couple of podcasts, and you know, and he seems like a good guy with good intentions, and he's a person that believes in God and works hard, and he's an immigrant like me, like myself, and he accomplished so much, and often I gave an example with him when it comes to mindset. He goes to the matches or the fights assuming already the position that he won. Okay, that he had already won. I took it, and that's the mindset I preach and I teach my students to have when it comes to goal achieving. Is that you need to assume that the goal is already achieved. The result is guaranteed if you have the right mindset. If you put in the work, you come into the situation or to the business or to the relationship or to the training as a person who has already accomplished it, and you're living in that state for an extended period of time until it materializes into in your external world through your actions and through attraction as well. But yesterday, Ilia Topuria lost the fight. He had a tough time, he had a tough challenger, but he lost. Okay, he lost. I didn't see the fight really, but I saw some clips of it, and I saw that he made mistakes that you make when you're tired, when you're like when things don't go your way. And there is a few lessons that I took from that. I was just reminded of a few lessons that I've learned myself through my life, through my career as an athlete, as a fighter. If you don't know, when I was younger, I used to fight in Muay Thai and kickboxing as well. I learned it in my career as a trader or as a business owner. Now as a coach as well, as a human being living and trying to create a better life quality. And it goes like this. You need to be humble, and sometimes you need to be humbled. You definitely need to be humble. This we understand. This we understand, all of us. We understand that a person is good to be humble. Some people confuse extreme confidence and extreme transparency and authenticity with arrogance. Uh, Sometimes just because the person doesn't feel like smiling to you, maybe, or he's just expressing himself the way he feels in this moment. He's not disrespecting you or anything. You might think that, oh, this guy is is arrogant. Arrogant is somebody who thinks he's better than everybody else. Arrogant is somebody who thinks that he can accomplish things that people can't. Arrogant is a person that thinks he's the master of the universe, and he controls everything. He controls the wind and the sun and the soil. And there is nothing like him, and people are less than him. But somebody who's just authentic, who treats you the way you are, because if you are to be treated in a certain way, a way that you deserve, or just, you know, just maybe it has nothing to do with you. It's just the person he's, the way he is. He talks great about himself. He's his biggest supporter. Just because he's doing that does not mean that he's automatically thinking that you're less. Maybe you can do the same thing, but because of your insecurity, you might think that that other person is arrogant. But when you talk with a person and you sit with him, you will understand that he has great intentions, and he will tell you how to do what he's doing for himself. So it clearly shows that the guy is not arrogant. Arrogant is somebody who does not want you to get where he is. He wants the good for himself. He wants to stay on the pedestal. But no. But most successful people are not like that. Most successful athletes are not like that. Like, it's just, they will share with you the secrets and everything they've learned. Okay. Now, the lesson I wanted to share with you today is that this Iliad yesterday was humbled. Okay. By who? By the big boss up there. You know, I think there's a trap that the devil has for all of us, for everybody that is actually a hard worker and he's accomplishing stuff, and you start getting win after win, win after win. The devil is there. The devil is an enemy. Is waiting for certain moments to make you drift or to take you the wrong way. Okay. You've seen it with many people that reach the highest summits and then they fall miserably because the devil is there. Just when somebody is super successful, have great minds, it does not mean that he's not susceptible to make mistakes. And this mistake is, the mistake I'm talking about is falling or surrendering to your ego. Surrendering to your ego and thinking that, or starting to think that you have all control, that you control everything, that you don't need God, that you don't need God. You know, this is when you start making the mistake, or when you start thinking that I'm better than everybody else, and you know, this is when I believe, before this happens, I believe for good people, God comes in to the picture and he sends you an unexpected loss. And he makes you lose in a way that is just you can't explain. You're doing everything, you're working, you put in the effort, your mindset is great, your energy is great, confidence is great, but nevertheless, things don't go your way. Things don't go your way. You lose. This is because I believe God loves you, and because you're a good person. And God sends you this loss, which is a gift, literally disguised as loss, to remind you that yes, you're great. Yes, your mindset is amazing. Yes, you're doing everything correct. But don't forget that you don't make the sunrise and you don't make the earth spin, and you're just hanging, you're just living in a little ball that is hanging in the middle of nowhere in the universe, and you literally um, have no control. Okay, have no control. So don't think that you don't need God in your life. Don't think that you passed. Don't forget. Just don't forget. You know, we need a reminder. That reminder is something amazing. I think all good people go through this just to stay poised and stay balanced. Because as I said, when a person keeps winning, the devil comes in, start coming in, and start poisoning your thoughts. By poisoning your thoughts, he will make you fall into a certain vibration that will slowly, this is, happens very slow, make you drift away from the correct path. Okay? The devil is an enemy. The devil is an enemy. So take it and consider it, treat it as an enemy. Okay? I remember one time something similar happened to me is that when I was making, I think I was making okay money when it comes to my coaching business. Then something happened. I got injured. Then I had to stop completely everything. I had to stop coaching. So my income went literally from one day to another to zero because I was coaching only martial arts. I was thinking at that moment to start expanding the thing, but uh, but I was not doing it at that moment, and um, and it just went to zero. Literally went to zero. And suddenly I found myself just not knowing what to do, not knowing what to do, and what I did is just surrendered to the process and surrendered. It's God's will, whatever it is. I'm happy. I'm not gonna complain. God knows best. And and what happened is that God showed me, even though I was weak at that moment, my circumstances and my health and whatever seemed at that moment that I was in the weakest position ever. but but things happened, and God brought me help, brought me new clients. This is when actually I literally started expanding my coaching to what it is today, to the personal development, to developing the whole person, helping the person create a stronger version of himself physically and mentally, create a great physique, but at the same time create a mindset, a mental software that is unbreakable, that you can use to accomplish anything you want in your life and overcome adversity in your life. He literally brought me clients that needed my help, people that I've met just like that randomly. I didn't make any effort to get these clients or talk with them, and just people just came to me. Hey, I don't know. I met them in the sauna, literally, and they ended up being my clients for a long time. And I've been through situations like this. This is the one I remember right now. I'm sure I've passed through things like other situations like this, but this is the one I remember right now. And it just shows you, hey, like anything could happen to you. You don't have total control, but you have to rely on the Almighty, you know, and stay humble. Yeah, you're a strong guy and everything. And at that time, I was like shape. I was ready to compete, everything, But I just got humbled. I literally got humbled, and I loved it. And I love it. Looking backwards right now, it's perfect. And I think all good people will pass through something like this just to prevent you from falling into a trap that could be there on the way. Okay, this is it for this video. Just wanted to share with you this idea. and see you in the next one. Okay. If you like this video, comment, share it with somebody that might be interested in hearing this message. If you want to develop that stronger version of yourself mentally and physically, want to create that mental software, you have my WhatsApp, DM me, talk to me, and I'll see if I can help you. Peace.